Hello. Look at this picture. This is a library. A library. In the library there are bookshelves, and on the bookshelves there are books. On the bookshelves there are books. Now look at this picture. Now this is a library catalogue. This is a library catalogue. And these ladies are browsing the catalogue. They are browsing the catalogue. They are looking for books in the catalogue system. These ladies are browsing the catalogue. And this boy is browsing the bookshelves. He is browsing the bookshelves. And this girl is browsing the bookshelves too. So these ladies are browsing the catalogue, and this girl is browsing the bookshelves. So in a library there are bookshelves, on the bookshelves there are books, and you can browse the bookshelves or you can browse the catalogue. In a library you can browse the bookshelves and you can read the blurbs of the books. Now this is a lexicon, and here this is the blurb of the book, the blurb. And you can read the blurb of the book. If you like a book, you can sit down and read in the library. You can sit down and read in the library. Just like this girl, she's sitting on the floor and she's reading in the library. You can find and read a lot of books. You can read fiction. Harry Potter is fiction. And in a library you can read fantasy. This is fantasy. Fantasy. Or you can read detective stories. Detective stories. Sherlock Holmes is a classical detective story. You can read historic books. Alexander the Great or Napoleon. These are historic books. You can read thrillers. Thrillers are scary books and scary stories. You can also read science fiction books, sci-fi books. And you can read lexicons and encyclopedias. So in a library you can browse the catalogue, you can browse the shelves, you can read the blurb of the book, you can sit down and read, you can read a lot of books, fiction, fantasy, detective stories, historic books, thrillers, sci-fi, lexicons and encyclopedias, and so on. You can read books or you can borrow books. You can borrow books. You can borrow the book for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You can borrow books from the library. Now look at this picture. She is a librarian. A librarian. And this is the librarian's desk. Librarian's desk. And this is a library card. A library card. Now look at this man here. He has got a big pile of books. A pile of books. Books, 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 books. A pile of books. He must take the books to the librarian's desk. The boy must take the books, the pile of books, to the librarian's desk. And the librarian must scan the books. Scan. Beep, 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 beep. And she must register the books. Register the books. Sometimes you are late. You are late. You're too long. The books are in your house for a long time. Too long. Then you must pay a fine. You must pay extra money. You You must pay a fine. Great. And now go to the next step.